Sometimes life changes with one small mistake. A wrong click, a shaky thumb, a moment you wish you could undo but can't. This is a story about a tired single dad, an awkward notification, and a simple act of kindness that quietly reshaped more than one broken heart. Before we begin, if you enjoy real, emotional stories that remind us how kindness can change lives, please subscribe to the channel, hit like, and share your thoughts in the comments. You're watching Your Channel Name, where stories aren't just told, they're felt. Mark hadn't planned to be on a dating site that night. It was almost midnight. His 8-year-old son, Ethan, was finally asleep after a long evening of homework, dinner, and the usual bedtime negotiations. The apartment was quiet in that heavy way it gets when you're too tired to enjoy the silence. Mark sat on the edge of the couch, phone in hand, scrolling without thinking. It had been 3 years since his divorce, 3 years since his wife packed her things and said she needed something different. Since then, Mark's world had shrunk to work, parenting, and survival. Friends told him to get back out there. His sister told him he deserved happiness. Even Ethan once said, very seriously, "Dad, you're always tired." So that night, Mark opened the dating app again. He wasn't really looking, just scrolling, faces blurred together, smiles that felt too perfect, bios that sounded like ads. He was about to close the app when his thumb slipped. A heart icon lit up. Mark froze. The profile photo loaded fully, and his stomach dropped. It was Lily. Lily wasn't just anyone. She was his ex-wife's younger sister. His mind raced. He hadn't recognized her at first. The haircut was different, older, softer, but it was definitely her. The girl who used to sit quietly at family dinners. The one who always helped Ethan with puzzles when he was little. The one who had been kind to Mark even during the worst days of the divorce. "Oh no, no, Mark," whispered. He tried to undo it. He closed the app, opened it again. The like was still there. He tossed the phone onto the couch like it had burned him. "This is bad," he muttered. Mark didn't sleep much that night. The next morning, he packed Ethan's lunch, tied his shoes, and walked him to school, all while his mind replayed worst-case scenarios. Lily would think he was creeping, or trying to stir drama, or worse, trying to get close to his ex again. By noon, Mark had almost convinced himself Lily would just ignore it. Then his phone buzzed. A message from Lily. "So, you're on a dating app now?" Mark stared at the screen. His heart pounded like he was back in high school, caught doing something wrong. He typed, deleted, typed again. "Hey Lily, I'm really sorry. That was an accident. I didn't mean to like your profile." There was a pause. Then 3 dots appeared. "Wow," she replied. "That's honestly the most Mark answer ever." He let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. "I hope I didn't make things weird," he wrote. She answered quickly. "A little awkward, sure, but not the worst thing that's happened this year." That surprised him. They didn't talk again that day, but something about the exchange stayed with Mark. It wasn't flirtatious, it wasn't tense, it was human. A week passed, then another message came. "Hey, random question," Lily wrote. "How's Ethan doing with school?" Mark smiled before he could stop himself. "He's good, still hates math, loves dinosaurs." "Of course he does," she replied. "Tell him I say hi." That should have been the end of it, but kindness has a way of opening doors you didn't know were still there. They started texting occasionally. Nothing heavy. Just check-ins, jokes about parenting, complaints about work. Lily had moved back to town recently after caring for their mother during an illness. Mark hadn't known that. One afternoon, Lily asked, "Do you ever feel like you're failing, even when you're trying your best?" Mark stared at the message for a long time. Then he answered honestly, "Every single day." Instead of offering advice, Lily replied, "Me too." That simple sentence meant more to Mark than any motivational speech ever could. Weeks later, Lily stopped by Mark's apartment to drop off a box of old books she'd found that Ethan might like. Mark invited her in. nervous but grateful. Ethan lit up when he saw her. "Aunt Lily!" he shouted, even though technically she wasn't his aunt anymore. She knelt down and hugged him anyway. That moment hit Mark hard. She didn't have to be kind. She didn't have to show up. But she did. As Lily prepared to leave, she noticed the sink full of dishes, the stack of unpaid bills on the table, and the quiet exhaustion in Mark's eyes. "You're doing a lot," she said gently. Mark shrugged. "Someone has to." "Yeah," she replied, "but you don't have to do it alone." No one had said that to him in years. Their relationship didn't change overnight. There was no dramatic confession, no sudden romance, just steady kindness. Lily would bring soup when Mark caught the flu. Mark would watch Lily's dog when she worked late. They listened. They showed up. One night, after Ethan had gone to bed, they sat on the balcony, city lights flickering in the distance. "I was scared to message you after that, Lily admitted. But part of me thought, maybe it happened for a reason." Mark nodded. "I almost deleted the app forever." She smiled. "I'm glad you didn't." Mark took a deep breath. "I don't want to hurt anyone, especially Ethan." "I know," Lily said softly. "And I don't want to replace anyone. I just care." That was enough. Months later, Mark realized something had shifted inside him. He laughed more. He wasn't as tired. Ethan was happier too. He once whispered, "Dad, you smile more when Lily's here." Mark didn't rush anything. He had learned that love built on kindness doesn't need speed. It needs patience. The day Mark finally asked Lily out on a real date, she laughed and said, "It took you long enough." Looking back, Mark often thought about that accidental how easily it could have been ignored, how easily Lily could have responded with anger or silence, how easily two people carrying pain could have missed each other. But kindness changed everything. Not the loud kind, not the dramatic kind. Just the quiet decision to be gentle when life gives you a reason not to be. In the end, this wasn't a story about a dating app mistake. It was a story about how kindness can rebuild trust, how compassion can turn awkward moments into new beginnings, how showing up for someone, even when it's uncomfortable, can change a family. If this story touched you, remember this. Your smallest act of kindness might be the turning point in someone else's life. So be patient, be gentle, and don't underestimate the power of one kind response, because sometimes the best things in life begin with an accident and a heart willing to care.